Appeals to order. And first off, we'll start with the introduction of members and who they represent.
Teresa Maxwell, I represent the commissioners.
Jeff Watson, represent the area plan.
Cindy Harmon, legal counsel.
Everett Snowberger, Town of Camden.
Cameron Yates, executive director.
Lloyd Mills, office administrator.
Okay, first item on the agenda is approval of minutes from the previous meeting, February 22nd, 2020.
I just have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Is Doug the vice, or am I, did we get Doug in as vice chairman?
I don't remember.
It's in here that he
Yes.
was,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doug who?
Because you were in Hawaii, or, when you asked me,
I was there.
you was there?
I was
You was
there.
at John that week.
Cindy,
I thought Doug didn't want it, so that's why I just double checked.
Cindy,
I
Cindy.
think that he was told that, Everett's pretty much always here, so he would have very little time. Very
Go with
little,
that.
but he
I
would have
just
to
couldn't, I
take
couldn't
over.
remember, so I'm thrilled.
Except last month, I thought we had a meeting and we did not, and I was upset because I missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, we actually did, you didn't get the message?
No, I didn't.
No,
That
he
means-
came
that
in the
means-
next day and
that
said, "Did
means
I
that-
miss the meeting?"
Where's the minutes from the?
We're not sure.
No, okay, never mind. Okay, any other corrections, additions to the minutes?
I thought everything else was fine. I moved that the minutes be approved.
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. Any discussion from the board? Hearing none, call the question. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, next item on the agenda is variance B 2022-2, Carrie Martin. And, would you like to present?
Yes, okay, so, find my notes here. So, that's not it. I'll just give you a brief overview, so
Here.
there. Carrie Martin submitted an application for a variance to the zoning ordinance, Article 3, Section 4, Paragraph D, that requires a 20-foot front setback on a property zone L1 Lake Resort District. Application and fee were received on April 8th, 2022. The variance was properly advertised in the comment May 4th, and the site sign was properly posted. The area plan office received no inquiries or public comments prior to the preparation of the staff report. The applicant is requesting a 6-foot setback in lieu of the 20 to construct a new pole barn on the property. The placement of the pole barn would not be injurious to public health, safety, moral, or general welfare of the community. It is the staff's opinion the use and value of the area adjacent to the property would most likely be unaffected. The property value of the subject parcel would only increase with the addition to the new structure on the property and would be no adverse effects to the neighboring property values. The staff provides a favorable recommendation for approval of the variance. And that's all I have. I don't know if it looked like you guys are doing the plus and pictures for you.
Okay.
So you get a better eye of it.
Okay, was advertised.
It was proper advertised and the sign, yes, they've done everything.
Okay, down at B, baby.
P state,
Okay. I take it you're Carrie?
Yes.
Okay. Would you please state your name and address?
Terry Trent Martin, 10977 North Lower Lakeshore Drive is the address there. My personal address is 3594 North, 150 West, Kokomo.
Okay. Okay, do you wanna tell us what you're gonna do and why and?
We're placing a 24 by 36 pole barn on the property that is listed within the paperwork. It's just mainly to house boat, wave runners, golf carts, that sort of thing.
Do you have to have a sketch?
I actually do, yes.
No, that is extremely helpful.
they do have, they have a property just adjacent to it.
Yeah, we have a house just to the north, it's all adjoining to this whole area right here, so. Oh, it's actually this one.
Sketch makes it very easy for us to
Let me just
visualize.
take this off here.
Yeah. you have a sketch of where it's located on the property?
Oh, actually, I can show you, I didn't write it on here. This is actually a picture of the property right here. This is the front half here. The pole barn will actually fit within this area right here.
Okay, would you mind just drawing it on there?
Yeah.
Then we have something to go by, and do you have the dimensions
Yeah,
on
it's-
how far it's gonna be from the property line?
It's gonna be about, it'll be within the 5 feet on the end.
Just
here,
go ahead and
it'll be-
sketch it,
It'll be within the, 6 feet.
and which side of the pool is?
There'll be a man door on this side right here. There's an 8-foot garage door here and a 10-foot, or a 16-foot here. Two windows.
Here's the entrance.
And then the property line is here. This is 6 feet to the edge. And then it's 36 feet this way from the, whatever our 5 feet would be,
Okay,
or give or take.
okay, so you're wanting 6-foot setback
Off
from
of
the,
off of this property line here.
off of the property line for the, and that's the road, is that correct?
Yeah, that's North Lower Lakeshore
Okay,
Drive.
so it's 6 foot off of the right of way from the road?
Yeah.
Okay,
And the property's actually elevated up, so it's not even ground level.
and
So it won't
entrances,
impede any
entrances
driving.
will be from the ends of it, nothing, except
Right,
walk in.
right, it'll come in off, we've got a drive that comes in on the
Yeah.
end right there.
Yeah, yeah, okay, all right.
So it won't impede the viewing of
Oh,
the
no,
traffic.
well, we own the property up above us anyway, so
This is all,
Yeah.
it's all wooded property.
Yeah.
which the houses on, there's, this over here is lake frontage.
Yeah,
Technically, by rules, they're the only ones that have rights to the lake.
yeah, that property's actually parallel to North Lower Lakeshore Drive.
Okay, okay. Yeah, the sketch really helps us because then we can visualize and see if vehicles coming in and out of the property will be obstructed.
Yeah, honestly, the only place we're gonna come out will be this end right here. Our house is to the right in this picture. The other end is actually another property that, we actually have friends that bought it.
Mhm.
There's no drive there now, but they told us eventually they're putting a drive in, so they said we could drive out that end, so,
Okay.
but that's irrelevant right
Okay,
now.
that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Jeff, Teresa, you wanna see this?
You can sign it, it's fine.
Okay. Any questions? Jeff? Okay. You know, thank you very much. Appreciate it. You know, Kim's already given us staff report, so, were there any, objections? Good, none whatsoever? Okay,
I move we proceed with the question.
okay.
I already made the motion.
She made the motion.
Second.
That we're limited on staff, so it's gonna have to be you.
You and I are
Jeff,
it, Beth.
Jeff, if you don't make a second, it's not going.
I'll make a second.
Okay,
I'm not with it tonight. No, man, with it anytime.
all right. Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion from the board? Hearing none, call the question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We will proceed with questions. Oh, public comment. Sorry about that. Okay, so, next thing is public comment. Are there anyone who wishes to speak in favor of this variance?
I'm in favor.
You want to stand up?
Well, could you take me back to the picture of the,
Sure.
the road?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so basically, we're gonna be pulling in parallel with the road is right in front, so we're not gonna be backing out into traffic whatsoever, we'll come up and in that way. So that's all I wanted to make clear.
Is that road very busy?
No,
Golf carts.
a lot of golf carts,
Okay,
a lot of seasonal, it's like 1.5 lanes, but
Yeah.
it's, you know,
It's,
It's tricky for plow
It's,
trucks.
it's
Like-
wide, it's a wide open area, I mean, you can
Yeah.
see all the way down
Yeah.
both sides when you're coming out of there, there's nothing impeding the view.
you're on the convex portion of the curve, so even if you were backing out or whatever, it wouldn't
Right.
be in the way of anybody seeing what's going on. Is this, where's North Lake Shore Drive, just out of curiosity?
So you turn left off 421 Dirt Patton,
Okay,
and you,
It's right where the storage lockers are there on 421.
Fruit Shine Winery.
yep, yeah.
Yeah,
turn
Yeah,
around
there
there.
it is, so CNC, the
Go
landings,
down
we're in the
To
middle.
the west, okay, I know where it's at. Close
Debbie
enough.
knows where it is.
Yeah,
All right.
I know where the winery is.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Good for
if
you.
you put the landmark where there's,
Put the, yeah, all right, anything else you'd like to say?
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anyone wish to speak in opposition to this? Hearing none, I'll close the, public comments section. Okay, and, next thing will be to proceed with questions.
See it.
actually pull up both pictures, they're on my screen right here. This is happening very often.
All right. Okay, we have three questions that we must address, and the first question is, the approval will not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community. And a motion must be made in such a manner to address those concerns. So,
Yeah, it's not coming.
no,
We have to-
this is what we.
I thought you were asking
We're
me.
just trying to help.
No, we have
This
to
is
have a
the
motion.
formal part of it.
This is the formal part of the approval, yeah, yeah.
The area seems to be wide open out there and they own the lot above.
I was
To be
looking for
honest,
my
I can't see where there'd be any.
Oh, yeah.
any problem.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion from the board? Hearing none, call the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Second question, the use and value of the area adjacent to the property included in the variance will not be affected in a substantially adverse manner.
I move that this will not, be injurious to the adjacent property. It's going to improve the property value of all the property surrounding.
Motion's made and seconded. Any discussion from the board? Hearing none, call the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Third and final question. The strict application of the terms of the zoning ordinance will result in practical difficulties in the use of the property.
With the topography layout of the property, needs to get the building in a certain area, the roofer needs to have the 6-foot setback versus 20, they will get it in there for use, I believe.
I'll second that.
Motion's made and seconded. Any discussion from the board? Hearing none, call the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations, you've been granted variance for your shed.
All right, thank you very much.
We just have to go through some formal stuff.
I will email you guys this official form and all that tomorrow morning,
Okay.
if that's good enough for you guys.
How soon can we, file for the building permit and all that?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
He opens at 7.
Okay.
No, we,
It closes
I'm
at
here at
noon
7.
on Wednesday.
it closes at noon.
Yeah, closes at noon
If
on
we need to do
Wednesday.
something because of your shift, like we did for the comment thing,
I'm actually, tonight's my last night, so I can be up here
Okay.
anytime. I've got some running to do, but I can get up here and get it done.
okay, if that changes, call me and we'll meet somewhere and we'll get it figured out,
Okay.
okay?
It is 8 to noon on Wednesdays.
8 to noon on Wednesday?
Eight to noon on Wednesday.
Courthouse closed.
Yeah.
The whole courthouse closes, so just so you know.
Just be here at 8.
Is that an appointment?
We'll figure it out.
It'll probably have to be Thursday then.
You got, I've seen your plan, so we got, give you, if you guys start ordering and all that, but Thursday morning will be and then Fridays, 8 to 5 tomorrow, so.
Okay.
If you guys run into a hiccup, call me, and if I have to meet you somewhere, we'll get it figured out,
Okay.
okay?
How long will you guys be in here?
Tonight?
I got some questions for you if you got a couple minutes out.
We'll be done
We'll
shortly.
be done pretty
Be done
quick.
about,
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just sit here.
Yeah,
Yeah, you, this is about half of the agenda so far.
yeah.
So, next item on the agenda is variance B 2022-3. Yellen back?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
My wife and I purchased this property, 11046 North Lower Lakeshore Drive, about last September 1st. And we were told at the time that there was an SFL ECC that governed the lakeshore property, boat ramps and seawalls and stuff. Our house, the property is a perfect rectangle, 50 foot wide and so foot long from the road to the lake. The deck on the house adjacent to the lake, that's where the deck was rotten. It was built in 2002 with some of the early versions of composite decking, and it totally failed. I mean, it must have sagged, and the renter that was renting it for 7 years worked at Alloy Craft, had access to sheet aluminum, and he was passing aluminum down over the extremely bad spots where you fall through and hit the ground. And then they covered it with carpeting. But I knew when I bought it, I had to replace the deck. It was rotten. What I didn't know was that the SFL ECC apparently controls right up to the edge of my house. So the entire deck, or within a foot of it, was all on their controlled property. Now, from the edge of my house to the seawall is 120 feet. So it is a long yard, a long expanse. As you can see by the pictures, Cameron was out this morning and took some pictures. We've taken the deck down, and to address your questions, the deck had to be replaced for safety reasons. We have to have a deck there because of the 2 sliding doors that we need a second egress out of the house. It won't affect the neighbors. If anything, improve their value because the old deck was a mess. That's my neighbor to the south side, so to speak, and the shared well there in between us. And they actually stick out further than we do, but it seems that the line for the control of the property makes a curve and starts off towards the lake at that point. So I got caught in a catch-22, and to my surprise, last year there was all kinds of problems with building materials and everything. So I bought all the material last fall and got it rat-holed and was ready to go until I went down to get a building permit and found out, no, we have to meet with this board here. So anyway, I'm asking to just rebuild what was there, only out of new materials, proper building methods, and make it look good and safe. Any questions I can answer?
No roof, just deck, right?
Pardon?
No roof over just deck.
No, it's just an open deck with a railing and a set of stairways, a small stairway on the side going into the side door, and then a 6-foot stairway going towards the lake in the middle of the deck.
You say the SFLCC, controls up to, like a foot or two of your house?
Yes. Yeah.
So the vast majority of the deck will be on their property?
Yes,
Have you, obtained permission from them?
yes, I already have the building permit from them.
Okay,
Yep,
okay,
they've got all that.
Owen, matter of fact, Owen came out, seen the original deck,
okay,
and to him, there was no issue at all. It had been done.
okay. And you're going back just the same exact size? that you were-
Yeah, within an inch. give
Yeah,
or take.
of,
Yeah, it was a nice deck, and it was a nice size, and it really, the house itself doesn't make the lake house. It's that deck that really sets it off, and makes it a nice place.
okay.
And the deck was in bad shape. It was, to say the least, unsafe. So there was really no choice for them to tear it out for the safety of the people
questions from the board? Jeff, Teresa? Thank you, sir. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah. Cameron, you wanna give staff report and advertising, signing, et cetera? Details?
You got that one too, correct? Yeah, they did properly, post it in the paper, the sign was up. They're still there this morning. Ronald and Cheryl Dellenbeck submitted an application for a variance to the Board of Zoning Appeals, located on 10046 North Lower Lake Shore Drive. The application we were received on April 19th. The variance was properly advertised in the comment on May 4th. The sign was properly posted. They are requesting a 0-foot setback in lieu of the 20-foot required, as stated in the Carroll County Zoning Ordinance, Article 3, Section 4, Paragraph B. The use and value of the adjacent property would most likely be unaffected. The property value of the subject parcel was only increased with the addition of the new safe deck constructed to the home. Change in the front setback would not be injurious to public health, safety, moral, or general welfare of the community. Staff provides a favorable recommendation for approval. And they've been this was an unfortunate one that they inherited, and they've been very, patient. And it's an unfortunate circumstance, but, I told them, explained to them once it's all done, they live with the property, and it'll be safe, and it'll be a nice day, so.
Okay.
I move we proceed with the questions.
Okay. Motion's made and seconded to proceed with questions, and any discussion from the board? Hearing none, call the question, all in favor signify by saying aye. That's opposed? Motion carries. Oh, aye. I voted aye too. For carry.
Who made the motion?
I did.
Teresa made it.
I
Jeff
jumped
seconded.
ahead of the public hearing again.
Okay. We'll open it for public hearing. Anybody wish to speak in favor of this variance? Anyone wish to speak in opposition? Anyone come? No. Public hearing closed. Forgot to ask, was there any correspondences either in favor or against this?
There was none against it, and I did not speak with it. There's a lot of homes down there that are not occupied year round, so we did not get any complaints on this.
Okay.
It's a very nice neighborhood, and I'm sure they'll be happy with the final product, so.
Okay. So, any other discussion from the board? Hearing none. We have to proceed with 3 questions. First one is to make a motion that the approval will not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community.
We're doing nothing more, replacing the dilapidated deck with a new one, so it has no downside.
I'll second that.
Motion's made and seconded. Any discussion from the board? Hearing none, call the question. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Second question, the use and value of the area adjacent to the property, including the variance, will not be affected in a substantially adverse manner.
This deck is going to increase the value of this home and then the adjacent properties also.
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. Discussion from the board. Hearing none, call the question. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Yep. Motion carries. Third and final question, the strict application of the terms of the zoning ordinance will result in practical difficulties in the use of the property.
You can't move the house, so you gotta move the deck. Deck goes first, the house has gotta stay, so you don't have those choices.
Yep.
I'll second that.
Motion's made and seconded. Any discussion from the board? Hearing none, call the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, you've got a variance to install your deck.
Thank you.
You know, pretty much a simple one. You know, we like to, thank you very much.
We just have to have our formalities.
Okay, next item on the agenda is director's report.
Real quick, I went over the numbers for the township report with the commission. We were way down on numbers for new residents. Last year, we made 21, so we're down 7, so currently to date, we have 11. We had 2 go up at Pondview. Other than new homes, we're still staying busy with, actually, we got 13 now, right? Because Jeff's was 14. Or, no, those 2 were the ones that we counted, so scratch that. People are still building their sheds and additions to homes and anything they can do other than new homes at this time. So we're staying busy, bugging Cindy every day, taking phone calls as we do each and every day. So other than that, just keeping up with floodplain and then answering questions. Chug it away.
Thank you very much. Cindy, you have anything?
Not much extra to add, just dealing with a couple of issues that are just continuations of problems we've had that may come to your next meeting.
Okay.
Yeehaw.
Last is additional information or concerns of the board, and I have one thing. It was on the Delphi zoning ordinance, act that addresses only variances and not special exceptions. They're going to be addressing their subdivision ordinance. Can they address that at the same time?
Address what?
On, I think it's page 40 of the section 7, the Delphi zoning ordinance. It, under the Board of Zoning Appeals, it only addresses, variances. It doesn't address anything to do with, special exceptions. Yeah. That's on, Article 7, page 40, you know. And if they're going to revisit zoning ordinance, it'd be a good time to address that at the same time. It's nothing. The state has jurisdiction over that, so the state requires you to do it, but it's just nice to put it in writing in the ordinance.
You brought that up at the November meeting
Yes, I did.
to, Miriam was here. Or Cindy was gonna contact Miriam, it just says Miriam, Cindy Delphi. So, but yeah, that's good that you kept on that.
So what it has special exceptions but not variances, or?
No, they have
No,
variance.
no,
Has
right here, right
variances,
here it
no
is.
special exceptions?
Yeah, it's just, you know,
Okay.
variances only, you know, and it's got the question, you know, Board of Appeals shall, the variance shall demonstrate, and it has what they have, but there's nothing in there designating what you should do for a special exception. But special exceptions are cited in the zoning ordinance,
Right,
you know,
okay.
so it would seem logical that you would have the direction of how to handle special exceptions if you require it, or if you permit them to be
Right.
addressed. So, any other things, Jeff, Teresa,
I have nothing.
motion,
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
all in favor? Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you.
This lady wanted to say something.
She wants to talk to me.
Oh, talk to you. Oh,
She wants to talk to him.
okay, good.
She didn't want to talk
Because
to
they
us.
adjourn now,
We're nobody, we're nobody.
and I'm.
Oh, no, I can.
He's important.
So Cameron, whenever you hear about for the pantry, just let me know.
I will.
Yeah, thank you. Let me know whatever you need.
I probably just have to push out a little bit of a reminder, because I know that there's a lot going on. I know you was out of town when you submitted it, so, but I will give you a response.
Okay, thank you.
Is that something that they're wanting to start staff, or is it just in the near future?
As soon as we can,
Okay, okay. All right, I'll get you an answer.
thanks.
How was your cruise?
It was wonderful.
Good.
Today
Okay, yeah,
was
that'll be
it
great. Did, this is
Friday
something-
and today are the first days I've been warm.
Okay.